So, over to the west coast of Ireland now, here at Galway for 5 races, and the first one up is going to be the Dolores Purcell Novice Hurdle over 2 miles and 5 furlongs. Cause for concern for Joshua Southern, Goblin King for Nick Driver, Mayan Troop of Darren Thompson, Pontypool Racing's Perfect Picture, Red Palace for Paul Parsons, Walk On Daily for Daniel French, Mountain Adventure for Craig Beckwith, Sound Leader for David Hooley, Turn Poos for Debbie Robertson, and John Morganson's Wally Wombat. They're racing this 2 miles and 5 furlongs here at Galway, where you'll get to listen to Martin's dulcet tones in a couple of races as they all skip over the first here, as he'll be finishing the day, and then we'll all be off for a pint of Guinness, a glass, as they skip over the second. So Wally Wombat, Red Palace and Cause for Concern are the 3 leaders, followed by the remainder of the pack. The one running the widest of all looks like, I think that's Walk On Daily for Daniel French. But Cause for Concern just noses in front of Wally Wombat now. A couple of them still going a lot wider, including Mountain Adventure and Walk On Daily, Sound Leader and Perfect Picture. Towards the row. 3 in front of that are Red Palace, Goblin King and Turn Poos, but it's Cause for Concern that's going to lead them to the third. They'll skip over that well. Walk On Daily on the wide outside is a little bit slow. Up against the row is Goblin King towards the rear, but it's Cause for Concern and Wally Wombat are 1-2 at the moment as they get to the fourth. Cause for Concern was a little bit slow over it, but so were the rest. The poorest jump was probably Mountain Adventure for Craig Beckwith towards the rear. Slow jumps at the rear by Walk On Daily. Mountain Adventure, but Cause for Concern has got a length and a half advantage now from Wally Wombat as they're going to come alongside the grandstand. Plenty of cheering Irishmen. Not many women in that crowd. A bit sexist Mark was when he did the crowd, but it's Cause for Concern that leads, from Wally Wombat in second, and Mayan Troop has moved up into third, then Red Palace. Perfect Picture, still up against the row is the Goblin King, followed through by Turn Poos and Mountain Adventure. Walk On Daily and Sound Leader, just the 3 at the back. They've still got over 1.5 miles to travel, and it's Cause for Concern that still leads them from Wally Wombat. Mayan Trooper moving up on alongside a Wally Wombat. Wider still is Perfect Picture. Goblin King scraping paint all the way round. Cause for Concern's going to take them to the next. From Wally Wombat, Mayan Trooper, Perfect Picture, Goblin King, Turn Poos and Red Palace. Walk On Daily, Mountain Adventure and Sound Leader. David Hooley's just drifted to the back. They all get over that big slow jump actually by Sound Leader at the rear. Cause for Concern's got a 3-length advantage now from Perfect Picture and Wally Wombat. Between those horses is Mayan Trooper. Goblin King still stuck against the row. Turn Poos as they come to the next. It's Cause for Concern. 3-length advantage from Wally Wombat in second. Perfect Picture's third. Get to the 7th. Get over that much better. Bit of a slow jump by Red Palace mid-pack. It's 4 from home, and it's still as we were. Cause for Concern, Wally Wombat, Perfect Picture and Mayan Trooper making up a little bit of ground now. And then we've got about a 3-length gap back to Perfect Picture and Goblin King. Goblin King and Turn Poos, should I say, on the outside of those Red Palace, but it's still this Cause for Concern as they go uphill now with 4.5 furlongs left to run. Cause for Concern by a couple of lengths to Wally Wombat. Perfect Pictures making up some good ground. Mayan Troopers still running on. There's still a 3-4 length gap back to Red Palace and Turn Poos and Sound Leader, but it's this Cause for Concern that gets to the 9th. Over it well, 3 from home with 2 to go. It's Cause for Concern from Wally Wombat and Perfect Picture. Mayan Troopers drop back further now. but it's cause for combat. Wally Wombat, perfect picture. They're starting to reel him in with 2.5 furlongs left to go as they get to the penultimate. The leaders are all over it, including Mayon Trooper, and it's cause for concern. Just a length and a half advantage now from Wally Wombat. They're starting to put away from perfect picture. Mayon Trooper's running on well as they get over the last, and it's cause for concern on Wally Wombat. Cause for concern on Wally Wombat. It's a 1-2 from the previous race, and it's cause for concern. Wally Wombat's trying to get up, half a furlong still left to run, and it's cause for concern. Just by a head from Wally Wombat. Wally Wombat fighting back on the outside, pushing turn up against the rail, and it's cause for concern. And Wally Wombat go across the line together. Could well be a dead heat, that one. As we look from this angle, I think cause for concern maybe just by a nostril. If it's not a dead heat, sound leader for David Hooley got up for third. That's a short head win for cause for concern for Joshua Sutherland. Well done. Wally Wombat for John Morgan comes second. Third was sound leader for David Hooley. Fourth, Mayon Trooper for Darren Thompson. And fifth was Red Palace for Paul Parsons.